Cali, convict music. We the best. We taking over. Listen.
Spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on the North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it warm in the winter. On up to Minnesota, where it storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ass Cali, Catman, Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing and spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel and switch it. Red light stop, make it drop for the
The starting lineup for the visiting Indiana Pacers.
Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. The fans here in New Orleans ready to cheer on their Pelicans in this interconference matchup. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Allen is out there with Mahinmi, and it's Hill in at the one spot.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Mahinmi dishes to Hill. 4 on the clock, stolen by Anderson. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
The shot is off. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. The Pelicans last season, a very solid team rebounding too. Top to bottom, the team they would rebound as a team.
And one of the metrics that I do like, that they led the league in contested rebounds. I mean, that speaks to the effort that this team competed with. And winning those 50-50 rebounds means more than just collecting any old miss.
Here's Mahinmi. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And Holiday kicks to Evans. Eric Gordon on the wing, pulls it up. It's rebounded by Indiana.
You know, you look at the Pelicans, and it's not surprising, guys, to hear that they led the way or league in contested rebounds. I mean, they fight for every inch of space on the floor, and rebounding is just part of that mentality they have.
Now Gordon. George Hill missing on the 3. They get it back.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And guys, going forward, the Pelicans will need to continue that mentality to grow into a playoff team. They'll have to have a blue-collar work ethic. That means continuing to fight for all those 50-50 rebounds.
Everyone understands the importance of Paul George to the ball club. That's why taking his offensive game to the next level would be so beneficial.
Yeah, he has all the physical tools, the instincts, and obviously he has made those strides. But if he wants to become a top 5 guy, he's still got a little bit of work to do in terms of his game.
Here's Gordon. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Gordon's got his second bucket of the game to go. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for New Orleans.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far. For my man PG, Paul George, so much focus has been on extending his range, but ever since he started launching over 5 3-pointers a game, he shot under 43% from the field. Maybe time for him to balance out that shot selection.
Now George, following Drew Holiday's 3-point attempt. Here's Mahinmi. Again, Indiana. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
And guys, talking about Paul George, the continued improvement of his ball handling is key to generating more offense. That was a weakness of his coming out of college. He's worked on it, but making it a strength the way LeBron has would go a long way toward getting him to that next level.
Hill drives in. George. And the wide open shot from Stuckey. Drains the three-pointer. Stuckey's got 5 points so far.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates. If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Now here is Hill, following the miss by Anthony Davis. And George, here we go. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Pass to Stuckey, to the right side. Mahinmi dishes to Stuckey. That's good. Stuckey's got 7. New Orleans in the lead. Holiday attacking, and the rejection by Mahinmi. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. So for the Pelicans, Asik comes in for Anderson, and it's Bogdanovich in for Eric Gordon. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Hill, and Asik throws it down.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Now here's Stuckey. 7 points in the game. And George, here we go. Allen passes to Stuckey. Back to Allen. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
New Orleans making some changes here. Anderson, he's checked in for Asik. And Gordon subbed in for Bogdanovich. Some changes for Indiana. Down low, here's Davis. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And Turner kicks to Ellis. Outside for Lawson. Lawson is doubled. Shot clock at 5. Ellis dishes to Turner. And Davis pulls it down.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And it's Gordon missing. Pacers trail by 4. Now Miles. There's the dish to Turner. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. Indiana didn't have a great record on the road last season. Only went Clark 15-26 on the year, and it crushed them down the stretch.
It really did, Kevin. I mean, the Pacers had a bumpy year with all of the injuries, particularly with George being out for most of the year. His absence was most noted in those tough road games, I think.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Here's Ellis. And once again off the mark by Indiana. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Offensive rebound. Pondexter, the pass to Perkins. Pondexter kicks to Bogdanovich. From outside, off the mark. The Pacers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter.
And for the Pacers, perhaps the biggest loss of the season for them was on the road. Couldn't get it done in Memphis on the final day of the season to try and get into the postseason.
Now here is Hill. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Clock at 2, and Norris Cole is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
And so it's Indiana with it. Trailing by 2. The drive by Ellis. Lets it fly from 18. Goes back up, and it's blocked by Perkins. Here's Bogdanovich. The shot is off. Lawson with the defensive effort there.
Well, here's a little factoid about the Pacers on the road last season, guys. They were much better shooting free throws on the road. The difference between their road and home free throw percentage was the largest positive mark in the league. That's kind of strange.
5 on the clock. Ellis kicks to Turner. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. And that makes it a tie ball game. Well, for New Orleans, shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Lets it fly from 18. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Kicks it to Lawson. He feeds it to Hill. Back to Lawson. Ellis outside. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Turner, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Kendrick Perkins, at this point in his career, really more of an enforcer than anything. Last season was statistically his worst since his rookie year. Played for a couple of different, actually was part of 3 different teams, and ended up in Cleveland after beginning in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and you know, at this stage, what he gives you now, he's really a space eater down low. Still a terrific screener in the pick and roll or in terms of executing of the offense. And when the game gets physical, that tends to lead to him finding a way to make an impact.
Enforcer's a good term.
I like that one, Kevin.
I do too.
I like that one.
And, you know, going back to Kendrick Perkins, I mean, he just looks like a guy you wouldn't want to mess with. On top of that, he acts like a guy you wouldn't want to mess with. One of the toughest competitors in the league, and he's got a scowl to match.
G's check in for New Orleans. Here's Cole. Inside. Here's G, and the foul on Monte Ellis. That's his first foul. .112 left here in the opening quarter. They set the screen, and Bogdanovich kicks to Ashik. Here's Pondexter. Here's G. Cans it from downtown. G's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And we were talking about Perkins. He's always been willing to do the dirty work. When the Celtics traded him a few years back for Jeff Green, they immediately struggled to outwork and out-hustle opponents. That was one of the few trades that I think Danny Ainge would like to have back.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Here's Ellis. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Dishes it to G. The feed to Ashik. It's stolen by Hill. Ellis, the pass to Miles. Back to Ellis. Shoots the 3. Good. Ellis has got 6 points. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pacers lead by 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offense.
A lot of face-up, you know.
Well, I tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. The big men are Anderson and Davis. And it's Holiday in at the 1. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
Playing a physical brand of basketball so far, and those trips to the foul line have been very effective.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And last season, the Pelicans made it into the playoffs. I mean, could have had an easier road to get there if they were stronger against the Eastern Conference.
From the stripe, clock is at 3, and again it's Indiana.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Eric Gordon on the wing. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game. And the Pelicans were solid against the East, Clark, 16 and 14. But as Greg was just saying, a lot of games left on the table for him.
Well, they have the lowest win total against the East of any Western playoff team. Really, the Pelicans were lucky to get in, given how many games they gave away against the East.
They get it again. The shot by Mahinmi, no good. New Orleans has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Holiday dishes to Davis, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And George, here we go. And the rejection by Evans. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Davis, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And really, I thought Anthony Davis a season ago just took the league by storm. I mean, jaw-dropping numbers. I think you could argue if the Pelicans' record had been a little better, he probably would have won the league MVP.
Mahinmi kicks to George. Outside Hill. He dishes it to Mahinmi. No good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And you look at the development of Anthony Davis last season, far and away the best player efficiency rating-wise in the NBA.
Yeah, that's called PER, player efficiency rating, one of the 4 best marks in NBA history for Davis, alongside Chamberlain, Jordan, and LeBron James.
All right, New Orleans.
Pacers trail by 6. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Hill kicks to George. Allen against Anderson. Allen passes to Stuckey. And it's Hill penetrating. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's New Orleans. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Holiday dishes to Davis. The kick out to Anderson. Gordon with no one around. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Hill kicks to George. Feeds to Stuckey. Back to George. Launches it. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. Stuckey's got 3 assists now in this one. Holiday goes in, and it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hill kicks to Mahimi. Stuckey outside. Anderson against Allen. Passes it to George. 5 to shoot. To the inside. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Allen.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Pacers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And George with the stuff.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 12. And the wide open shot from Evans. A three-pointer is right on target. Evans has got 5 points now this quarter. Pacers trail by 5. Hill passes to George. Allen, a screen on Evans. And George, here we go. Here's Hill. Great D that time from Davis. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Evans has been great. He has 8 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Omer Asik, he's checked in for Anderson. Bogdanovich comes in for Gordon. And it's Norris Cole in for Drew Holiday. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Mahimi down low, working on Asik. Stuckey drives inside. Here's Allen, and Davis sends it back. Here's Cole. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game, and he gets the bucket.
Well, they're not afraid to just let it fly from here. They didn't have as much success in the first quarter, but with this lead, they're looking to extend it with the three-point shot.
George dishes to Mahimi. And George kicks to Allen. Hill has the open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range, trading blows from behind the arc.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Evans.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
G's checked in for Tyreek Evans. Hill passes to George. It's back to Hill. And Norris Cole's going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Perkins, he's checked in for New Orleans. Pondexter comes in for G. Here's Ellis. He's got 6. Pass to Hill. And Norris Cole's going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That foul is really going to hurt him in the second half. I mean, he's got to sit and may have to be off the floor for a long time, and they'll miss everything he brings to their team. I mean, he's active, he's aggressive, he's smart, he's tough. I mean, they're going to miss his presence significantly.
Miles dishes to Ellis. He kicks to Hill. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Turner. Hill trying to break free. That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Turner. New Orleans has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Well, the Pacers, despite all their injuries from last season, were right in the playoff hunt until the very end. Had a chance, in fact, GA, on the last day to sneak in, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, they needed a Brooklyn loss to go along with them winning that last game. Ultimately, though, it wasn't in the cards for them, and they ended a game out of the postseason. Pacers
trail by 3. Ellis kicks to Turner, to the paint. Miles the pass to Turner. Takes a shot at the elbow. Hill dishes to Turner. Here's the teardrop. And the rejection by Perkins. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Indiana's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. And Turner kicks to Ellis. The tray.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to one or two plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Lawson takes it off the glass. Lawson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Timeout call here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And one bright note for the Pacers last season was the play of their bench. Adding Rodney Stuckey was a huge boost for them.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And a change for the Pacers. Hill's checked in. Holiday, the pass to Davis. No good. Excellent D there from Hill.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And Stuckey led the charge for the Pacers bench, Greg, as you were talking about, but all around the reserves, Clark, were fantastic on the Pacers.
Yeah, third in the league at almost 41 points per game off the bench, first in the NBA in bench rebounding, and top 10 in field goal percentage as a bench.
Outside for Miles. A floater, and it's Hill with the jam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's Gordon. Can't hit. And Indiana will come the other way. And here's Indiana. Some momentum with a 15-2 run underway. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got assist number 8 now on the night. Ellis with it. 8 points for him. Hill a screen on Holiday. Turner dishes to Miles. To the middle with 2 seconds left. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Both free throws good from Hill.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. It's the Pacers as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-4 run. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Ty, looking back at the flow even during this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. The second quarter was dead. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just...
Come on, New Orleans! Go!
Here we go now, the start of the third. Quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
How about this one for Aaron Gordon? He has 14 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. Solomon Hill is out there with Turner. Then there's Ellis. Then there's Hill. And it's Miles in at the 2 spot. Ellis goes in. The pass to Hill. Shot on the wing. Miles. That's good. And the Pacers lead by 3.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Gordon kicks to Davis. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Really unfortunate for Eric Gordon that an assortment of injuries have really derailed his career. A few years back, he looked like he'd be an absolute star. Once a 22 points a game score, was down to 13 a game last season.
Evans kicks to Holiday. Davis inside. He's guarded by Hill. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. You look at what Anthony Davis has accomplished so far in his career, the historic comparisons. I mean, they're mind-boggling. For a kid 23, Greg, the historic comparisons are very favorable for him.
I mean, he's been compared to a young KG and Duncan quite often. But in his first few seasons, his numbers look the most similar to Hakeem the Dream. And that's about as good a company as you can get.
The Pelicans trail. Holiday goes in. And Ashik, wide open, he shoots, and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The shot by George, wide open. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And that's 12 points for Paul George.
You know, and the funny thing about Davis having similar numbers to Hakeem, he came very close last season putting up a quadruple double. Hakeem was one of only 4 people to ever accomplish that.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Hill kicks to Allen. Pass to George. Evans with the steal. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. Pushing it up. And it's Gordon missing.
You know, Davis might get a quadruple double at some point. Last season, he had 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 blocks on 4 different occasions. The rest of the NBA had a combined 0 in that category.
Pulls up. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Hill. Out to Stuckey. On the wing, George. 4 on the clock, and that is good. George has got 16 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
On the wing, Evans. The dish to Davis, and they double up Davis. Here's Evans, plenty of space. The Pacers pull it in. Mahimi's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The shot by George, no good. Pelicans trail by 3. Evans goes in. Here's Gordon. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D, and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Here's George, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Gordon kicks to Davis, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Hill kicks to Mahimi from down low. Pelicans pull it in. Inside, Gordon. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
Indiana's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And George, here we go. Stuckey passes to Allen. Back to Stuckey. And it's Omer Ashik with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Pelicans making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in.
Substitution for your Pelicans.
New Orleans on D. On the wing, George. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. 20 points for Paul George.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Here's Davis. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And George, here we go. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one's on Evans.
You know, if you're looking to build a small forward and there wasn't a LeBron James template, you might go with PG, Paul George. Height, length, athleticism, that combination off the charts with him. And he's got a nice unflappable demeanor, too.
Bogdanovich dishes to Holiday. Davis with a screen on Stuckey. Rebound by Mahimi. Indiana leading. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And he finishes nicely on the layup. George has got 24.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Yeah, talking about Paul George, a big part of his dominance, his attitude. He doesn't yell or pump his fist. He's really the quiet assassin.
Yeah, once he maxes out in the weight room, which he will, now that he's in his mid-20s, I think he's going to be an Adonis. I mean, exactly the kind of physique you're looking for in a prototype at the small forward.
For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Here's Bogdanovich. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Pelicans trail by 4. Outside Holiday. Ashik with a screen on Hill. And Holiday, here we go. Kicks it to Ashik. Just 5 to shoot. Bogdanovich. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Dishes to Stuckey. Outside for George. Outside Hill. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Here's Evans. And he's good on the 3-ball. Evans has got 13 points.
He answers right back with a 3 of his own.
Watch out now, Suki. We got a duel shaping up right here. This could be mano-mano for a little while.
George passes to Mahimi. Allen left side. George, that's a two-pointer. George missing again.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Evans, and another three for New Orleans.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
And George, here we go. Fast break, here we go. Here's Holiday. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Indiana?
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Davis. Pondexter comes in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Norris Cole in for Drew Holiday. Stuckey dishes to George. George double-teamed. Stuckey into the lane. Hill fires. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. Stuckey's got his 6th assist on the night. Pelicans trail by 4. And Cole kicks to Ashik, and he goes in for the dunk.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. There's the screen. And George kicks to Allen. Here's Mahimi. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Bogdanovich. That's short off the rim.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
Screen by Ellis. That will count. No good on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. And so here is Indiana. The lead is 2, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. We've got Quincy Pondexter, Bogdanovich out there with Norris Cole. Then there's Perkins, and it's Ashik in at the 5 down low.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
Screen by Perkins. Cole, the pass to Ashik. He feeds it to Bogdanovich, and Ashik kicks to Cole. Clock at 6. Perkins dishes to Pondexter. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for New Orleans. Indiana leading by 4. And it's Ellis penetrating. Turner passes to Hill. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Pondexter kicks to Cole. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And it's Gordon missing.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Over to the left wing. And there's the foul. It goes on C.J. Miles. That's his first foul. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Gordon dishes to Perkins. Gordon the pass to Cole. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And for C.J. Miles, he sure can string together a long line of threes under the lead with a nice jump shot that has now become deadly.
Yeah, he doesn't get to the free throw line much, and he's not really much of a playmaker, but he's 3D in color. HD 3D.
And talking about C.J. Miles, he was filthy last year. Indiana needed his spark offensively, especially without Paul George in the lineup. Miles responded by putting up career highs in points and minutes played. Just an unbelievable impact on the season.
Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Eric Gordon.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Kept alive, Hill. And a missed layup. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And for most every team out there, guys, they're looking for a guy like C.J. Miles. Decent size, natural movement skills, and can absolutely shoot the lights out. Call them buckets, because that's a lethal formula.
Well, last season, Quincy Pondexter was moved to the Pelicans. He really took off after the trade and played some of his best basketball to date.
Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Cole. Dishes it to Perkins. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Pondexter last year was very valuable after the trade. Career highs, Clark, and points and minutes played for him with the Pels.
Yeah, and he showed he can really be a 3 and D guy. Shot over 40% from deep with the Pelicans and defended pretty much every position on the perimeter.
Here's Gordon, rips down the breakaway slam.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And the officials call a traveling violation.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for Usher. Anderson comes in for Kendrick Perkins. Tyreke Evans is checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Drew Holiday in for Cole. Indiana's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Ellis against Holiday. Ellis goes in. Hill kicks to Turner. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Pacers lead by 2.
That coverage is just too weak. I mean, heading down the stretch, that sort of defensive lapse can cost you a game.
It's Ellis on the wing. Lets it go with a 3. Knocked away.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Davis kicks to Gordon. Rebounded by Ellis. The Pacers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Hill dishes to Hill. At the elbow, it's Ellis. Shot left block. That's good.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Holiday, the pass to Davis. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Evans against Ellis. And Hill has it in the corner. It's Ellis on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. It's Ellis on the wing. Runner in the lane. Pelicans with the rebound. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. The basket good off the assist from Evans. And that's 21 points for Anthony Davis.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Time call here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Last season was possibly the best of Tyreke Evans' career, at least since his unbelievable rookie campaign.
Yeah, and Kev, a lot of that has to do with his injury history. I mean, last year he played in 79 games. That's the most of his career. So you could say it was probably the healthiest season he's had since he was a rookie.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
You know, back to Tyreke Evans last year, he had a big jump in three-point percentage. He was also up in assists, rebounds, really did a lot of good things. The only bad news, he was also up in turnover.
Hill, the feed to Mahinmi, and down it goes, jamming that one home. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
Well, 7 lead changes, Kevin, in this one, and we could very well be seeing more.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal. And talking about Tyreke Evans, you really hope he can build on what he did last year. He has too much talent to waste on inconsistency. Time for him to just step up here in the prime of his career.
And it's Hill penetrating, and there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's Hill. He dishes it to Turner. Deflected by Davis. Mahinmi kicks to Hill. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Pacers lead by 3.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Guys, it's their hard work inside that has them out in front, but they can't let off now. They've got to keep it going.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. George dishes to Turner. Back to George. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
That's what I like. A nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Paul George really making a difference here.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Omer Ashen, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Evans comes in for Bogdanovich. Pelicans trail by 5. And Holiday kicks to Asik. Here's Gordon. The Pacers pull it in.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Back to George. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Well, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
Here's Holiday. Pacers with the rebound. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Ellis, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Take a look at what Ellis has done so far. 10 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
New Orleans has gone 0 of 3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Here's Davis, and the rejection by Mahinmi.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
George against Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Ellis. 3 of 6 from the line. 2 of 3 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 from the Baseline jumper, and Davis sends it back. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Pelicans trail by 7 and taken away by Ellis. Right side George. Back to Ellis. Down low. The three from Hill. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Feeds to Evans. Here's Gordon. And Turner with the block. Outside Hill. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his first foul. 59 seconds left in the fourth. Evans with the steal.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
It's good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
And here's George.
Well, how about Paul George in this one? He's got 27 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Ryan Anderson, who's checked in for Omer Ashe.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Evans kicks to Gordon. Davis sets a screen. Here's Evans. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Gordon. Evans passes to Holiday. Back to Evans. Nails it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Down low. Outside for George. And Tyreek Evans is going to pick up a foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
A tough break there, Kevin, but frankly, they'd have a tough time coming back from this deficit anyhow.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. Now Holiday out to the right wing. Deep 2 from Anderson. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. The wing jumper off target. So it's Indiana picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here, and Paul first.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately... And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson.